Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to CIET NCERT's special live phone-in program. Well, here is our online training and this is the second day of this online training. Today's topic which we are going to discuss is Artificial Intelligence Usability and Threats in Cyber World. Well, before moving further, let me tell you about this online training. Today is 6th of January and on 4th of January, we celebrated Cyber Jaagrookta Diwas, which was the first Wednesday of this month, that's January. And every first Wednesday of the month, we celebrate Cyber Jaagrookta Diwas and that's a part of our online training. Today is this day 2 and this is a 4-day online training. Let me tell you that this Cyber Jaagrookta Diwas we are celebrating, and this month's theme we have decided is New Emerging Technologies, Threats and Opportunities. You can participate in this program, you can be a part of this online training. This is very, very simple. If you are a student, if you are a teacher, if you are a teacher educator, parent, administrator, or even general public, you can be a part of this program. All you have to do is open your Google account and just type CIET on the URL. And this is the page you will get, the first page of CIET website. Please have a look at the website and if you can see, there are certain options here. So this is the option Events. If you will see it further, the third last option is Workshop/Training. Please click on it. If you will scroll it further, here the dates are mentioned and this is the theme for January 2023. So if you click on this, these are the details of this online training. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, the topics are mentioned, all the details are mentioned and all the experts are mentioned. This is the QR code. If you want to scan it, please scan it, or you can simply click on this link and be a participant. This is everything about this online training, and there is a post-session quiz as well, which will be given to you on 20th of January 2023. So here the link will be uploaded for the quiz, and you can watch all these sessions, live sessions, through this link particularly here. So watch all the sessions so that you'll be able to answer all those questions that are given in the quiz. But the link for the quiz will be uploaded on the last day of the training. And I hope you will be a participant in this program. And if you have any questions regarding our today's topic, which is Artificial Intelligence Usability and Threats in Cyber World, then please give us a call on our number, which is 8800440559. And if you want to watch us through our YouTube channel, that would be NCERT Official. In the live chat box, you can write down your questions, queries, and share them with us. At this moment, you're watching us on eVidya channel number 6 to channel number 12. And also, there is a very special email ID, which is cyber.safety@ciet.nic.in, which is being flashed on your screens at the moment. Well, so let's just begin this program. But before that, I have two very important guests to introduce. So my first guest is with me in the studio itself, and he is nobody else but Dr. Gaurav Gupta. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Hello.
Sir is an additional director or a scientist E from Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. And we have some special information regarding him. He is a recipient of Young Scientist Award, and he got this award in 2010. And he is the first Indian to complete his PhD in digital forensics for investigation of cyber crime. And my next guest is also with us, and he is Mr. Jaideep Kotak. A very warm welcome to you too, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Sir is a security researcher from Ben Gurion University of Negev, Israel. And there's a discussion which is about to happen regarding artificial intelligence usability. So if you have any questions, like I said, please send us. Till 5 o'clock we are here. Our guests are going to speak on this particular topic, and if you want your queries to be solved, then please reach out to us. So let's begin this conversation, and firstly I would like to ask Gaurav sir here. Sir, What all do you have in store for all our viewers? What are we going to discuss? What's the aim or focus of this particular program?
So I'm thankful to be here, and idea of today's topic is that we will help listeners and users to understand how cyber word is being misused, how technology can be misused to do a lot of cyber crimes, how we can ensure cyber safety, how we can use technology in a manner so that we do not fall for cyber crimes. Our hard-earned money and reputation and data all remains private to us, and criminals are not able to misuse it. So that is what I'm going to discuss, and people can ask questions related to that.
So shall we begin?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I have a presentation where I will talk about artificial intelligence, usability and threats in the cyber world. And as we all know, today we are having convergence of technologies. Once upon a time, we had lot of devices, but all of them has today converged into one single piece of device, which is our laptop or a mobile phone or a tab, which we use interchangeably. So this convergence is to provide convenience to all of us, but it also means that criminals can misuse. They use these technological devices to get extract the information about us and use this information in a malicious and illegal manner to cause us harm. So we always say that criminals are most creative but extremely lazy people on earth. So that is the virtue which criminals have, and actually this can be used to investigate and develop solutions against them. And here I would like to introduce a term which is artificial intelligence, because that is the basic theme of the event today. So artificial intelligence is basically perceiving, synthesizing and inferring information demonstrated by machines as opposed to intelligence displayed by animals and the humans. So we all know humans and animals have some kind of intelligence, but machines, computers can be trained to exhibit same kind of intelligence, which is known as artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence works very well when we have large amount of data, which otherwise it is very difficult for humans to probably process. So we have seen lot of interesting applications for artificial intelligence, like deep fakes are being made, synthetic audios, videos, images and data crunching, etc. is being done using artificial intelligence techniques. So this artificial intelligence is possible today because we have extremely fast computing hardwares, and we have large amount of information which we can process using these computers on the fly. So we can have large amount of data which we can understand and can make some meaningful decisions using this data crunching, using artificial intelligence, which was otherwise not possible. So artificial intelligence is a tool which has potential for both use and misuse. You might have seen that there are a lot of websites which allow you to make counterfeit fake videos, synthetic videos. So you might have seen that there are instances where you have photograph of your grandparents and you don't have their videos. There are websites where you can upload these photos and they will convert these photos into videos. So it will look like that your old grandparents about whom you don't have videos available, they are talking to you, they are saying something, and you have a video enabling through the photographs using technology. So all these are some good uses. So artificial intelligence can also be used for various other interesting good uses, like synthesizing images. For example, I can do analysis of medical images to find out whether somebody has a cancer or not, which is otherwise very, very difficult for a normal human eyes. So artificial intelligence is very, very important tool which has been developed, which mankind is seeing today. It has large number of applications, but equally there are large number of misuse also which are possible. So we are seeing computer frauds and cyber crimes are happening. Some computer frauds and cyber crime requires some kind of digital forensic investigation, which means we must know how to avoid these crimes, because crimes will keep on happening. People will keep on exploiting technology for their malicious and unlawful gains, and that is the topic which I'm going to discuss in detail. So if you see, these are some of the examples. So there is a website known as thispersondoesnotexist.com. This basically uses lot of artificial intelligence and machine learning to generate non-existent faces. So what it will do, it will create some kind of images of the people who do not exist in this world. They are actually synthetic images. They are not morphed images, they are not tempered images, they have been completely generated using technology. Hence they are synthetic, they are artificial, and they can be misused to send you a friend request. They can be misused to give you wrong information. So there are a lot of synthetic videos are also being made. Some incident which has not happened, I can make a synthetic video of that event to do lot of malicious things, to incite people, to incite crowd, to do fraudulent transactions, to give you misleading information. So synthetic videos, images, audio, text and documents, all of them are being made using technology today, which is also leads to lot of counterfeiting. So any product can be counterfeited today because of high quality of imaging. So I can scan a document and I can edit this document and I can print using high quality printers, making a counterfeit document. So any product, starting from beauty product to the common uses product like tea bags, to anything and everything like the medicines, all those are being made counterfeit and their labels are produced using high quality scanners and printers. So these are some of the problems which are happening in today's world, which I thought I will talk about because technology is generating lot of data. For example, whatever you do on your phone is generating lot of data about you. Your phone records when you are sleeping, your phone knows when you are walking. There are sensors inside the phones which record each footstep of yours. There are applications which are recording data of when you are accessing, what application you are accessing, what you are typing, what is your mental state, how long are you seeing screen. So they do all kind of analysis, and this data is very, very important data which is being sold at times, which is being misused also at times by criminals. Even our cars, where we travel car, have lot of sensors which record data about who is sitting in the car, what is the weight of the person in high-end cars. There are car infotainment system. Whenever you make any calls or you have those touchscreen based infotainment system, they record almost half of the information which is there on your phone onto that particular car infotainment system, which can be later on extracted very easily. Accessing phone is very difficult because it has password, but accessing car infotainment system to extract this data is very, very easy. So lot of information about us is being recorded by a lot of devices around us. We have Google Homes and Alexas which are recording everything we are talking in our house. We never switch off our let's say we have Wi-Fi routers which is never switched off. So it is recording and collecting lot of information, and it's not only bad for us in terms of data is being leaked to the attackers. People can use artificial intelligence based tools to figure out what is your Wi-Fi password and can crack it and can connect to your network and can do lot of malicious things. So the idea is lot of things can go wrong. And if let's say if I ask a question which you just think in your mind that if you lose your phone, what will happen, or what will you do? If you lose your phone, you don't remember what all is there in your phone today. You can only guess what all is there. You have photographs, you have contacts, but there will be much more than that which information exists in your. It has access to your office environment, it has access to all your accounts, it has access to your medical documents, Gmail and your email accounts and so on. So if you lose your phone, lot of things can happen. If it is received by a random guy versus a criminal guy, they can misuse it. People will say that they will use Find My Device, they probably will do a FIR for missing phone, they will have new SIM which they can get issued, but we don't know what is the right order of what we need to do if we lose our phone. Ideally, if your phone is lost, you should block your SIM first, because that is the biggest possible misuse is possible through the use of your SIM card, because somebody can take out SIM from your phone and can put this SIM in his phone, although your phone is locked but your SIM is not locked. There is a solution for that. You can actually put a pin on your SIM card also, which we don't do typically. So we must know that what all is there in our phone, what should we do in case we lose our phone, because that is the gateway to all the information which a normal person has today, right? So we must make a note of everything which we have in our devices, so that we know what to act upon, what to safeguard. Lot of details are there which are published for various good purposes. They also can be misused. For example, TRAI, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, publishes a mobile number revocation list every month. But criminals, what they do is they try to figure out whether any of the Paytm or a PhonePe or a Instagram account is linked with these numbers, and they try to misuse those accounts. So let's say if you are not using a phone, after 90 days you are not recharging your phone, that will go into revoke list, and it is available after 90 days for anybody and everybody to take it again. Criminals try to get those phone numbers issued to them after 90 days which have some accounts linked to it. So you typically, whenever you are discarding your number, you must ensure that you remove this number from all the services which you might have used, so that it can't be misused to gain access to your services. So this convergence of technology along with the speed of change of technology is causing lot of problem, because we are using technology but we are not securing technology enough, and that's where role of technology and artificial intelligence comes into picture. So let's say if I ask you, I'm showing you some of the websites, just think in your mind, are they good websites or they are not okay to go, and will you click these websites if you see on the screen? So first website is on your screen and it looks like google.com, but in actuality it is not google.com, it is G00GLE.C0M. So O and 0 looks same to our eyes, and that is what criminals also exploit. If I go to the next website, it looks like sbi.co.in, but it is not sbi.co.in, it is sbsmall.co.ln. So I and L again looks same to our eyes. So these kind of exploits criminal use, so that you are not able to differentiate between them and you click on the wrong website, so that you go to the phishing website page. And again, we can use artificial intelligence based solutions to detect these websites automatically before a user can be phished. Right, now there is one more website, this is the last one. It basically looks like ongc.co.in, but it is not ONGC. If you look carefully, it is OGNC. G and N has been replaced, interchanged, and our eye can't actually many times understand this subtle difference, and that is where a lot of frauds happen. So now this is something which you can read on your screen. It is intentionally jumbled like this. So if I just read it for you, it says, I could not believe that I could actually understand what I was reading. Using the incredible power of the human mind, according to the research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in the word are. The only important thing is that the first and the last letter be in the right place. The rest can be a total mess and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole. Amazing. Yeah. And I always thought spelling was important. So you see, in adult person with a intelligent mind does not have to have everything completely correct in front of him. The intelligence of the mind automatically corrects a lot of information, and that is the fact which is being exploited by criminals, that they will do small change like this. If you see here, I'll go back. So small change like ONGC, where it is O, N and G has been replaced, and that will fool your eyes, that will fool your brain, because your brain will automatically read it like ONGC.co.in, and you can actually fall for a lot of crimes. Crimes also happen because criminals exploit your emotions. Emotion means trust, greed, panic, fear of missing out, threat and disruption. They will incite your greed by giving you a scheme. They will tell you something is 95% off. They will tell you they are calling from the bank. They will say that your account will be blocked, your electricity connection will be disconnected today evening, your phone SIM will be blocked in 5 minutes if you do not click on a link and provide the information. Basically what they are trying to do is they are trying to force you, they are trying to put you into a panic scenario or panic mode, so that you do mistakes, you give out information, you click on a link which you are not supposed to click, or you share your OTP or confidential information, which can lead to a fraud. So basically emotions are the ones which are being exploited by criminals to do a lot of frauds, and that is what we need to avoid. So there are enough examples of creativity of cyber criminals, starting from social media to internet gaming, and then providing things by free, using artificial intelligence and doing privacy violation. There are a lot of methods or tricks or traps or stories which they use to do a lot of frauds against you. So we must be very, very careful. So I have written a book, Cyber Unsafe, in this topic, which contains short stories to help people understand how cyber crimes can be avoided. So we all think social media is fun, which is the case, but then whatever we post on social media, that can actually be misused. So answer to that, whether social media is fun or not, is it depends. What you do on social media, what safety you take, how exactly you behave on social media. Today, lot of companies actually go to your social media profiles before they give you jobs. A lot of embassies use social media information before they give you visa. They go and check your profiles, they find out what kind of behavior you have exhibited, what kind of comments you have made, what kind of information do you like. All of that is being scrutinized when it is there on the internet. So you need to be very, very careful what you do on social media, because that will be used against you at times because that information is not a private information, it is a public information. Also, whatever we do, all this information is being recorded. Whatever you do on Google or a Facebook or a LinkedIn or a Twitter, everything is being recorded by these companies. Even if you put a comment and you do not post it and you delete that comment, that is still stored by these companies. Their terms and conditions tells you that whatever you do will be recorded and can be used for whatever purpose they want, and that is what you agree when you sign up for these services. So if I ask you what were you doing 1 year back exactly same time, it will be difficult for you to recall. But if you go to your Google website and you go to a website known as takeout.google.com and you log in there, it will contain all the activities which you have done so far in last 5, 7, 10 years since you are having Gmail and a phone account, because you are using Gmail account to log on to your phone. All that information will be recorded in terms of all the searches you have made, which places have you gone, your GPS location. It will also have photographs you have posted, comments you have made, anything and everything which you have done through Google will be recorded on takeout.google.com. This will be around 5 to 10 GB of data about you, and if somebody gets access to this data, he will actually be able to profile you very well. He will know what you have done, and he can actually predict what you are going to do and what you might have done in past. So this is a very, very important piece of valuable information. What should you do? You should go to takeout.google.com every now and then, let's say 2 months, 3 months, and then delete this data from there after downloading it offline. This might be important to you. You download it in your computer, keep it as secure location, but delete it from there, because if somebody gets accidental access to your account, he will be able to download everything. In this case, he will be able to download only few months of information. Then we all think if we press delete and data is gone, if we do format or if we do a factory reset, data is gone. It is not the case. Whatever you do, once data is generated, it always remains. Recovery depends on the person who wants to get it back. Even if you do factory reset on a phone, most of the time data can be extracted. So whenever you are giving your old phone as a buyback and even you are doing factory reset thinking nothing will be extracted, there are high chances that a lot of data will be extracted and recovered and can be misused. So there are scenarios where a lot of people's personal photographs, bank account details and a lot of other messages, WhatsApp chats has been recovered from the stolen phones or the phones which has been given in the buybacks, and that is being misused. So what you should do, probably do not sell your old phone as a buyback, rather make that phone as a CCTV camera, connect to Wi-Fi router at your home, connect to a power source and download a free software which converts your phone to a CCTV camera. That's a better solution than that. So a piece of advice for everyone, never create a piece of electronic data, video, audio or text which you do not want to retain forever, because if you do so, it will come back and haunt you, because recovery of data is always possible. We also are seeing that internet and online gaming addiction is becoming real. Young people, for getting likes, they are taking selfies at dangerous location. They are going after getting good videos so that their likes are more. They are surfing and playing online games like PUBG and getting addicted to surf website or Facebook or Twitter, for hours together and wasting their time. So we must understand that screen time is not only bad for our physical as well as mental health, but it also delays and it increases our mental health conditions. So we must be very, very conscious of what we are doing on internet, how much time are we spending. We must ensure that we do not become addict, and our young children and young participants ensure that they focus on the right set of things rather than becoming addicted. So in today's world, survival of the most aware is the mantra. So if you are aware about cyber crimes, you can stop from becoming party of a cyber crime. You can be spared by criminals because you know how they are going to do crime against you. So becoming aware is the only solution according to me today. Then we also see a lot of things are free today, free accounts, free Netflix, free charging stations. All these free are basically luring you for some kind of fraud. So if you charge your phone in public, public charging stations, they can steal your phone's data. They can put malware or an some kind of a virus, some kind of a Trojan or a ransomware in your phone. So all these things are not good for you. This is known as juice jacking. If you get a lost and found USB or a pen drive and you connect to your computer, again your computer can be infected by a ransomware. So anything and everything which is free, you should be very, very careful, because that is to lure you to for a trap where you can be used to do some kind of cyber crime. So hardware keyloggers, again a small piece of hardware which can be connected at the back of the CPU where your keyboard is connected, is used to collect lot of information about you. So if you are an organization or an enterprise, you must ensure that you do some kind of audits to check for any extra hardware which is connected to your CPUs, because that can be used to snoop on you, to collect data about you, to get all the keystroke of your keyboard, which can also be used against you. So prevention is better than the cure is also applicable in the digital world. We must ensure that we practice hygiene, cyber hygiene. We understand how cyber crimes happen. Again, the storybook which I told, it has some stories like this, that it talks about a scenario and then it tells about what to do and what not to do, and there are like 4-page, 5-page stories each. Some of the small suggestions that you can ensure in our daily life to avoid cyber crimes are: you can put pin on your SIM card, that there is a setting in the phone which you can do. You can lock your phone while driving when you have Google Map on by pressing the lock key, so that your phone gets locked but Google Map will still work. You should lock your Aadhaar biometrics, because that is being used to do lot of Aadhaar based bank frauds, because somebody will copy your biometric from somewhere and will try to withdraw money from the linked bank accounts. So there is a process of locking your Aadhaar biometric. If you go to UIDAI website, you will find those details. Lot of bank plastic cards like your credit card and debit cards are also being misused. So what you should do is you should go to the net banking of your card or a bank account and disable international transaction, put limits on transactions, so that in case somebody tries to misuse your account, your loss is limited and your card and accounts are not being from outside India, because lot of time your information is sold on dark web and that information is being used by people outside India to do lot of transactions. And if you have a restriction on international transaction, which is a facility provided by all the banks through net banking, you can actually safeguard against this kind of fraud. We have a 3-digit CVV number at the back of the card. If you remove that, in that case, if somebody takes video or a photo of your card front and back, he cannot misuse the card. Take backup of your data frequently, because ransomware is a very big threat. Your data is encrypted and they ask for money to give your data back. So if you take your backup of your data every now and then and keep that data disconnected in a external hard drive from internet and from the computer, even if you have a ransomware attack, your data is encrypted, you don't have to give money. You can only extract data from your backup, and that is the easiest and the least costly way of ensuring that your data is with you and it can't be misused. Shred your garbage, whatever garbage you have. For example, let's say a parcel comes from Amazon, you throw out the outer cover which contains lot of private and confidential information like your address, it contains your phone number, it contains at times details, other personal details which can be used to do lot of transactions. Delete data from social media, as I told you, by downloading data about you from your social media websites, starting from Twitter to LinkedIn to Facebook and Google. Download that data offline and then delete it from there, so that it cannot be misused. Because criminals, what they do is they download all this data and then they use artificial intelligence to mine this data to find out any useful information is there or not. So out of thousands of photographs which your phone or the social media has, they will try to figure out, does it have any kind of a PAN card or a bank account detail? If yes, they will find out that photograph using technology and then misuse it. They will also find out GPS location of the photograph taken. They know your house address. They will find out that you are traveling because you are posting that you are going to go off for a week. They will use this information to find out that your house is empty and they will go do a robbery in their house. So both conventional crimes and cyber crimes are happening because of technology, because of carelessness of users at times. So if we become aware about how cyber criminals do cyber crime, if we understand their modus operandi, if we read about it, if we read the book, if we read newspaper, if we find out how cyber crimes are happening, almost all of cyber crimes can be avoided today by taking precautions. So with this, I would rest here and then I will probably pass on the control to my fellow speaker, which will talk about the other topic in this
program. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Gaurav sir, for enlightening us about certain things, and the tips you gave were actually very important. We can put a pin on our SIM. It's a very simple thing, yes, but we usually don't do that.
Absolutely.
So we really need to be very, very careful when we are charging our phones in public, and even when we are selling after the factory reset. So we need to be very, very careful. And of course, we understood a lot of terms which Gaurav sir just explained, and there's a lot more left. So let me please invite our another guest, Mr. Jaideep Kotak. Sir, what do you have in store for all our viewers? What are we going to discuss from your end?
Sure, thank you. So today I'll be discussing on the applications and the threats of AI. So basically, in various fields, how AI is being used, and what are the threats from the AI. So if you see, I have highlighted there are a couple of fields in which AI is being used. So initially, if I start, it is healthcare. So in healthcare, basically, AI can be used for diagnosis of the diseases. So मान लीजिए कि there are various types of scans, right? Like CT scan and X-rays and other things. So we need expert doctors to identify that whether there is a presence of any disease or not, right? So how AI can be used is basically that looking at the different reports, AI can help us to diagnose different disease. So last year भी जब कोविड था तब काफ़ी डॉक्टर्स कंफ्यूज थे कि व्हाट आर द सिम्टम्स टू डिटेक्ट कोविड, राइट? बट यहाँ पे कई बार कई रिसर्चर्स ने एआई मॉडल्स भी दिए थे, अगर आप ब्लड रिपोर्ट आपकी अपलोड करो उस पर तो वो आपको बता देगा कि कितने कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ आपको कोविड हुआ है। दूसरा सेक्टर अगर मैं लूँ तो वो है ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर। सो ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर्स में हम काफ़ी सुन रहे हैं कि अभी रिसर्च हो रही है कि सेल्फ ड्राइविंग कार्स पे, तो कार्स में ऐसी इंटेलिजेंस फिट की जा रही है जहाँ से वो रोड की सब ऑब्जेक्ट्स जैसे कि स्टॉप साइन हो गई, स्पीड लिमिट साइन हो गई, या फिर आगे जो कार जा रही है वो कितने डिस्टेंस से जा रही है ताकि वो एक्सीडेंट ना हो, उसका एक्सीलरेटर कब प्रेस करना है, ब्रेक्स कब प्रेस करनी है, उसमें जो चीज़ यूज़ हो रही है अगेन एआई हेल्पफुल हो रहा है उसमें। तीसरा जो सेक्टर है वो बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर है, तो वहाँ पे चैटबॉट्स यूज़ हो रहे हैं। तो अगर हम कोई नामी बैंक की वेबसाइट पे जाए तो वहाँ पे राइट हैंड साइड एक चैट बॉक्स जनरली आता है, तो वहाँ पे हम इंटरेक्ट करके कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन रिट्राइव कर सकते हैं। तो वो इन्फॉर्मेशन रिट्रीवल में हम बैंक्स एआई यूज़ कर रही है। सेकेंडली वो ऐसे भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं कि मान लीजिए कि कोई पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की हिस्ट्री देखकर अगर वो पर्सन को लोन अप्रूव करना है या नहीं करना है, उसकी ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड कैसा था, वेदर करंट बैलेंस कितनी है, कितनी उसको लोन दे सकते हैं, लोन दे सकती है, नहीं दे सकते, वो सब चीज़ एआई से डिटरमिन हो सकती है। दूसरा जो सेक्टर है वो सर्विलेंस सेक्टर है। अगेन उसमें फेशियल रिकॉग्निशन के थ्रू एआई का यूज़ हो सकता है। अगेन ये दोनों तरीके से यूज़ हो सकता है, पॉजिटिवली एंड नेगेटिवली। पॉजिटिव में अगर मैं बात करूँ तो जैसे कि पुलिस हो गई, राइट? तो मान लीजिए कि कोई क्रूशियल जगह पे जैसे कि एयरपोर्ट हो गया या रेलवे स्टेशन पे हमारे सीसीटीवी इंस्टॉल्ड होते हैं, लेकिन कई बार टाइम की कंस्ट्रेंट की वजह से वो सीसीटीवी कंटेंट मान लीजिए कि 14 घंटे का है और उसमें से हमें कुछ क्रूशियल इन्फॉर्मेशन निकालनी है। तो अगर हमारे पास थोड़ी इन्फॉर्मेशन है, जैसे कि मान लीजिए कोई सस्पिशियस व्यक्ति ने रेड कलर की शर्ट पहनी थी और टोपी पहनी थी, राइट? तो अगर वो मैं फिल्टर लगा दूं कि मुझे रेड शर्ट और ब्लैक टोपी की वाली जितनी फुटेज है उतनी ही चाहिए, तो वो 14 घंटे का जो सीसीटीवी फुटेज होगा वो आपको नैरो डाउन करके 5-10 मिनट का जो फुटेज होगा वो सीधा दिखा देगा। तो वो विद इन मिनट्स हो सकती है वो चीज़। तो वैसे हमारी टाइम सेव हो सकती है और वो इजीली पुलिस को हेल्प कर सकती है ये क्रिमिनल केसेस रिजॉल्व करने के लिए। नेगेटिव वे में अगर मैं बात करूँ तो कई कंट्रीज में गवर्नमेंट नॉर्मल सिटीजन्स पे सर्विलेंस के लिए भी यूज कर सकती है कि कहाँ पे वो पर्टिकुलर पर्सन आ जा रहा है, तो उसकी सब ट्रैकिंग एआई के थ्रू हो सकती है। नेक्स्ट जो सेक्टर है वो एंटरटेनमेंट सेक्टर है। जैसे कि हम आजकल देख रहे हैं कि ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म्स काफ़ी पॉपुलर हो रहे हैं, जैसे अमेजॉन प्राइम हो गया, नेटफ्लिक्स हो गया, डिज्नी प्लस हो गया। तो वो सभी सिस्टम्स जो भी यूजर्स है उसकी इंटरेस्ट पे देखते हैं कि पर्टिकुलर यूजर ने कौन सी मूवीज देखी है, किस टाइप की मूवीज वो बीच में छोड़ देता है, कौन सी मूवीज वो कंप्लीट कर रहा है, तो उस हिसाब से उस यूजर्स को रेकमेंड की जाती है चीज़ें कि आप ये मूवी देख सकते हो, और उस हिसाब से ही वो फिर आगे की मूवीज के लिए फंडिंग डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि कौन सी मूवीज बनानी चाहिए आगे। नेक्स्ट जो सेक्टर है वो गेमिंग सेक्टर है। गेमिंग सेक्टर में अगर मैं बात करूँ तो हम जैसे कि ऑनलाइन चेस वगैरह खेलते हैं, राइट? सिंगल प्लेयर अगर हम खेल रहे हैं तो सामने एक प्लेयर हम जनरली बोलते हैं कि कंप्यूटर प्लेयर होता है। तो जैसे कि अगर मैं चेस खेल रहा हूँ तो मेरी जो मूव होती है उसमें मैं मूव अगर मैं कोई भी मूव चेस में करता हूँ तो वो प्री डिफाइंड नहीं होता, तो हार्ड कोडेड रूल्स नहीं हो सकते। तो उसमें एआई यूज कर सकते हैं कि वो नेक्स्ट कंप्यूटर का मूव कैसा रहेगा वो एआई के बेस पे हम डिसाइड करवा सकते हैं। लास्ट जो सेक्टर मैं डिस्कस करना चाहूँगा वो साइबर सिक्योरिटी सेक्टर है। तो वहाँ पे जैसे कि वायरस डिटेक्शन हो गया, फिर अगर कोई मेरे फ़ोन में मान लीजिए कि कोई ऐसी एप्लीकेशन है जो कि मलिशियस है, तो उसको डिटेक्ट करना, वो सब चीज़ में हम एआई यूज़ कर सकते हैं। तो ये जो मैंने चीज़ें सारी डिस्कस की वो है एप्लीकेशंस कि एआई दूसरे हर एक फील्ड में कैसे यूज़ हो सकता है। जो नेक्स्ट मैं डिस्कस करना चाहूँगा वो है कि एआई से नेगेटिवली एआई कैसे यूज़ कर सकते हैं। तो पहले अगर हेल्थ केयर में हमने देखा कि वो डिजीज डिटेक्शन में यूज हो सकता है, राइट। लेकिन यहाँ पे मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूंगा कि क्या चीज हो सकती है कि मान लीजिए कि कोई पर्सन, यहाँ पे ये सिटी स्कैन का सिनारियो है कि अगर यहाँ पे देखे तो ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन रूम में जब पेशेंट जाता है तो ये एआई रिपोर्ट उसकी सिटी स्कैन की रिपोर्ट आएगी। वो सिटी स्कैन की रिपोर्ट जनरली डायग्नोस्टिक्स जो पर्सन करता है उसके कंप्यूटर पे आएगी और उसके हिसाब से डॉक्टर के पास जाएगी और डॉक्टर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन मेंशन करेंगे, राइट। तो इस सिनारियो में जनरली सिटी स्कैन यूज होता है कैंसर डिटेक्शन के लिए। तो यहाँ पे रिसर्चर ने ये दिखाया था कि ये जो मान लीजिए कि ये पेशेंट है उसको लंग कैंसर नहीं है, राइट। लेकिन अगर जो मलिशियस एंटिटी है, मान लीजिए कि हैकर है, उसने ये कंप्यूटर और इस रूम ये मशीन के बीच की तार को अगर हैक कर लिया है, तो वो ऐसी क्राफ्ट कर सकता है इमेज कि यहाँ पे ट्यूमर अगर नहीं है तो वो ट्यूमर इंजेक्ट कर सकता है, और अगर ट्यूमर है तो वो ट्यूमर निकाल भी सकता है। तो आप इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि अगर यहाँ पे कोई देश का कोई इंपॉर्टेंट व्यक्ति है तो वो कितना इम्पैक्ट कर सकता है पूरी कंट्री के लिए, राइट। तो हम प्रैक्टिकली आई वुड लाइक टू शो डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन कि हम कैसे ये चीज हो सकती है। लेट मी प्ले वीडियो। तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड ट्यूमर नहीं है और राइट हैंड साइड कैसे ट्यूमर इंजेक्ट की जा सकती है एआई के थ्रू। ये देखिए, ये ट्यूमर है। ये 3D व्यू दिखाया गया अभी। तो ये इतनी अच्छी तरीके से ये एआई यहाँ पे काम करेगा कि आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा कि इमेज मॉडिफाई की गई है। इनफैक्ट डॉक्टर्स को भी उन लोगों ने एक्सपर्ट एडवाइस ली थी, लेकिन डॉक्टर भी पहचान नहीं पाए थे। यहाँ पे देखिए, यहाँ पे ट्यूमर है लेकिन यहाँ पे रिमूव कर सकती है एआई। यहाँ पे ट्यूमर है, यहाँ पे नहीं है। डॉक्टर्स भी पहचान नहीं पा रहे कि ये फेक इमेज है। ये चीज पूरी कैसे हो सकती है, रियल लाइफ में डेमो दिखाया गया है कि हॉस्पिटल में कैसे किया जा सकता है। ये डिवाइस होती है जो हैकर यूज कर सकता है। डिवाइस कैसे इंस्टॉल की जा रही है हॉस्पिटल में, ये दिखाया गया है। ये सीटी स्कैन रूम है, ये सीटी स्कैन का मशीन है, और यहाँ पे जो डायग्नोस्टिक्स वाले की रिपोर्ट होती है, यहाँ पे देखिए एक इंस्टॉल जस्ट की जा रही है। सिर्फ 30 सेकंड में ये डिवाइस इंस्टॉल हो सकती है। और उस डिवाइस की हेल्प से बाहर बैठे हैकर के पास पूरा एक्सेस कंट्रोल आ जाता है, जिससे वो मॉडिफाई इमेज कर सकता है। जो सीटी स्कैन की रिपोर्ट है बेसिकली वो। ये एक डमी टेस्ट है। यहाँ पे एक्चुअल में ट्यूमर नहीं आनी चाहिए। ये सीटी स्कैन की रिपोर्ट फॉर्म हो रही है और यहाँ से अटैकर उसको मैनिपुलेट कर रहा है। ये पूरा डेटा यहाँ से चेंज होगा हैकर के लैपटॉप से। यहाँ पे देखिए, ये पूरा कंट्रोल हैकर के पास आ गया और यहाँ पे इमेज पूरी मॉडिफाई हो सकती है। तो ये मेडिकल केयर में, हेल्थ केयर में ऐसे मिसयूज हो सकता है एआई का। लेकिन अगर यहाँ पे हम सोचे तो ये पॉजिटिवली, ये सेम सिनेरियो हम पॉजिटिव वे में अगर सोचे तो हम ट्यूमरस इमेजेस खुद बना सकते हैं ताकि डॉक्टर्स को ट्रेन किया जाए। तो ये डिपेंड करता है कि कैसे हम एआई को यूज करें। दूसरा जो सेक्टर मैंने डिस्कस किया था कि ऑटोमोबाइल कार, तो वहां पे भी मैंने डिस्कस किया था कि ये पॉजिटिवली ऐसे यूज हो सकता है कि जैसे कि स्टॉप साइन वगैरह को हम डिटेक्ट करवा के सेल्फ ड्राइविंग कार को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, राइट। लेकिन यहाँ पे अगर हम देखें तो कार को कैसे मिस इंटरप्रेट करवा के उसमें स्टॉप की जगह 90 की स्पीड पे कार दौड़ा सकते हैं और 90 की जहाँ पे रेंज है वहां पे स्टॉप साइन करवा के कार को बंद करवा सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि एक इमेज है आदमी की और यहाँ पे 90 स्पीड लिमिट की एक इमेज प्रोजेक्शन की है। अगर हम ड्राइव कर रहे हैं तो हम इसे फेक इमेज मानेंगे, लेकिन अगर टेस्ला की कार अगर हम देखें तो वो इसको रियल इंसान मानेंगी और यहाँ पे ये पर्टिकुलर साइन को वो रियल 90 साइन की बोर्ड मान लेगी और उस हिसाब से कार की स्पीड डिटरमाइन कर लेगी। ये प्रैक्टिकली आगे हम देखेंगे कि कार कैसे एक्चुअली रुक जाती है इंसान को देख के। ये टेस्ला की कार थी जो मानी जाती है कि एडवांस्ड कार है। यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि कार जा रही है और यहाँ पे एक ह्यूमन का प्रोजेक्शन है और कार उसको रियल ह्यूमन मान के रुक जाएगी। यहाँ पे प्रोजेक्शन है, यहाँ की वो रियल ह्यूमन डिटेक्ट करके कार यहीं पे रुक जाएगी। ब्रेक अप्लाई कर दी, सिमिलरली ये स्टॉप साइन पे भी अगर ऐसे कुछ डिफरेंट चिट्स हम लगा दे तो हमें लगेगा कि स्टॉप साइन ही है एज ए ह्यूमन आई, लेकिन कार जब इसको इनपुट जाएगा कार में तो वो उसको लगेगा कि ये 90 की स्पीड से कार को चलाना है, तो ऐसा मिसयूज हो सकता है। ओके, बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर में अगेन जो इसका मिसयूज हो सकता है कि मान लीजिए कि मेरी आवाज है तो मैं मान लीजिए कि अगर कोई कंपनी में सीनियर पोजीशन पे हूँ तो मैं मेरी आवाज में अटैकर कोई मेरे एम्प्लॉय को मैसेज कर सकता है कि आई एम इन एन इमरजेंसी नीड ऑफ फंड्स, कैन यू प्लीज ट्रांसफर मनी टू दिस पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट। क्योंकि मैं उसका बॉस हूँ तो एम्प्लॉय जनरली उसको डाउट नहीं करेगा और वो एक्चुअल में ट्रांजेक्शन कर देगा। तो पास्ट में भी ये कई किस्से ऐसे सामने आए हैं जहाँ पे डीप फेक का यूज करके ये वॉइस की क्लोनिंग की गई थी और वो रियल वॉइस जैसा ही लगता है। दूसरी चीज अगर मैं बात करूं तो सर्वेलेंस में मैंने आपको बोला कि सर्वेलेंस में भी एआई यूज हो सकता है, तो उसका मिसयूज कैसे किया जा सकता है। यहाँ पे हम अगर देखें तो मास्क अगर किसी ने नहीं पहना है तो हम उसको डिटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, राइट। लेकिन कुछ स्पेशल टाइप्स के अगर हम मास्क पहने तो वो इंसान वो पर्टिकुलर आइडेंटिटी उसकी रिवील नहीं हो सकती। यहाँ पे देखिए पार्टिसिपेंट 1 मतलब उसकी आइडेंटिटी रिवील हो सकती है चाहे किसी भी तरह का मास्क अगर पहना है। लेकिन मैं अगर स्पेशल टाइप का मास्क अगर इस टाइप का मास्क में अगर क्राफ्ट करता हूँ जो कि एआई से ही पॉसिबल है ऐसा मास्क क्राफ्ट करना, तो उससे मेरी आइडेंटिटी में छुपा सकता हूँ। देखिए यहाँ पे ये पर्सन पार्टिसिपेंट 1 डिटेक्ट नहीं हो पा रहा है, राइट। सिमिलरली ये दूसरा एग्जाम्पल शोकेस किया है। तीसरी नेक्स्ट फील्ड जो मैंने डिस्कस की थी वो एंटरटेनमेंट फील्ड की थी। तो यहाँ पे अगर आप देखें तो ये जूम मीटिंग का स्क्रीन है, राइट। तो अगर मेरे पास सिंगल इमेज है, यहाँ पे ये मोनालिसा की इमेज को एग्जांपल लेके एग्जांपल दिया गया है कि अगर मेरे पास सिंगल इमेज है तो मैं किसी भी इंसान को रेप्लिकेट कर सकता हूँ। जैसे कि कोई कंपनी के सीईओ की इमेज मेरे पास है तो कंपनी के सीईओ की फोटो लेके मैं कोई भी कंपनी की कॉन्फिडेंशियल जूम मीटिंग में एंट्री ले सकता हूँ और मैं अपना माइक्रोफोन ऑफ करके मैं पूरी रिकॉर्डिंग सुन सकता हूँ, कॉन्फिडेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन में गैदर कर सकता हूँ, राइट। तो ये डीप फेक कहा जाता है इसको टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज में। साइबर सिक्योरिटी में अगर हम बात करें तो अगर लेट्स से कि मेरा फोन हैक हो चुका है और अगर मेरा फोन मेरे कीबोर्ड के पास पड़ा है, चाहे लेफ्ट साइड हो, ऊपर हो या साइड में कहीं पे फोन पड़ा हो, तो फोन में माइक्रोफोन के जरिए जैसे कि मैं कीबोर्ड पे अगर कोई भी की प्रेस करता हूँ तो वो कीज में जो की स्ट्रोक की आवाज है वो आवाज मोबाइल फोन में माइक्रोफोन में रिकॉर्ड होगी और वो की आवाज के ऊपर से हैकर पता लगा सकते हैं कि मैंने कीबोर्ड पे कौन सी की प्रेस की थी और कौन से पासवर्ड मैंने अगर मेरी कॉन्फिडेंशियल वेबसाइट पे यूज कर रहा हूँ तो कौन सा पासवर्ड है वो पूरा रिट्राइव कर सकता है। सिमिलरली अगर मैं मोबाइल फ़ोन की बात करूँ तो मोबाइल फ़ोन में अगर मान लीजिए कि मलिशियस एप्लीकेशन इंस्टॉल की हुई है, अगर मेरा फ़ोन कोई मलिशियस एप्लीकेशन उस पे है, तो अगर मैं कुछ भी चीज़ मोबाइल पे जैसे कि हैंड मूवमेंट्स करता हूँ, तो उस पूरी ट्रैकिंग वो पर्टिकुलर एप्लीकेशन कर सकती है, और कौन सी पासवर्ड मैं डायल करता हूँ बैंकिंग की वेबसाइट पे या कोई कॉन्फिडेंशियल वेबसाइट पे, तो वो पूरा रिट्रीव कर सकती है यूजिंग एआई कि कौन सा पैटर्न से कौन सी पासवर्ड फॉर्म हो सकती है। सिमिलरली अगर मैं बात करूँ साइबर सिक्योरिटी डोमेन को, तो साइबर सिक्योरिटी डोमेन में जैसे कि मैंने पहले बात की थी कि मेलवेयर एनालिसिस, मेलवेयर डिटेक्शन में ये एआई यूज हो सकता है। तो बेसिकली अगर मेरे फोन में कोई ऐसी एप्लीकेशन है जो फ्रीक्वेंटली कोई पर्टिकुलर मलिशियस सर्वर से कम्युनिकेट कर रही है, तो वो एआई के थ्रू उसको डिटेक्ट हो सकता है। दूसरे एग्जांपल में इंट्रूजन डिटेक्शन सिस्टम, तो मान लीजिए कि ये टारगेट नेटवर्क, मान लीजिए कि कोई बैंक का नेटवर्क है, राइट, तो अगर नॉर्मल यूजर है तो वो बैंक के नेटवर्क को इंटरेक्ट कर सकता है, लेकिन अगर मान लीजिए कि कोई मलिशियस यूजर अगर उसको इंटरेक्ट करना चाहेगा, तो बैंक ने डेफिनेटली कोई टूल्स लगाए होंगे जो उसको प्रिवेंट करेंगे, राइट, तो उसको एक्सेस नहीं मिल पाएगा। लेकिन अगर नॉर्मल अटैकर जो है वो अगर नॉर्मल यूजर की पैटर्न को अगर स्टडी करके खुद के नेटवर्क ट्रैफिक को अगर मॉडिफाई करके अगर कम्युनिकेट करना चाहेगा, तो उसको वो जो एग्जिस्टिंग सॉल्यूशंस बैंक ने लगाए हैं वो उसको बाईपास कर सकता है। अगेन जो मॉडिफिकेशन अटैकर करेगा वो अगेन एआई अल्गोरिथम्स यूज करके ही वो मॉडिफाई कर सकता है। तो एआई पॉजिटिव वे में भी यूज हो सकता है और नेगेटिव वे में भी यूज हो सकता है। दूसरा सिनारियो है कि स्पाइंग थ्रू आईओटी डिवाइसेस। आजकल हम देख रहे हैं कि हमारे सभी के घरों में आईओटी डिवाइसेस की यूसेज बढ़ गई है, जैसे कि स्मार्ट लाइट हो गई, स्मार्ट टीवी हो गए, स्मार्ट फ्रिज हो गए। तो मान लीजिए कि अगर हैकर ने राउटर को हैक करके रखा है, तो अगर मैं जब भी घर में एंट्री लेता हूं, तो बेस्ड ऑन माय एंट्री जो लाइट्स ऑन ऑफ होगी, या फिर रेफ्रिजरेटर में ऑन ऑफ प्रोसीजर होगी, स्मार्ट टीवीज में देख रहा हूँ नहीं देख रहा हूँ, तो वो पूरी कम्युनिकेशन राउटर के ट्रैफिक के थ्रू होगी। तो अगर राउटर का ट्रैफिक का कंट्रोल अगर हैकर के पास है, तो हैकर मशीन लर्निंग का यूज करके वो ट्रैफिक को एनालाइज करके पता लगा सकता है कि अभी ये यूजर एक्चुअली घर में कर क्या रहा है। तो ऐसे मलिशियसली अटैकर एमएल को यूज करके स्पाइंग कर सकता है। सेकेंडली, फिशिंग वेबसाइट को भी बाईपास किया जा सकता है यूजिंग मशीन लर्निंग। लास्ट जो मेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्लाइड है कि अगर कोई स्टूडेंट अगर बेसिक क्वेश्चन उनको होगा कि अगर मुझे एआई स्टडी करना है तो मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ, तो उसके लिए मैंने स्लाइड्स बनाई कि पहले तो स्टेटिस्टिक्स का नॉलेज होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो अगर आपको एआई में इंटरेस्ट है तो आप अपना स्टेटिस्टिक का नॉलेज इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं। दूसरा कि आपकी प्रोग्रामिंग स्किल का आपको बेसिक नॉलेज होना चाहिए। दूसरा, अगर रिसोर्सेस आपको ऑनलाइन पढ़ना है तो यूट्यूब पे एनपीटीईएल की चैनल पे आईआईटी मद्रास कोर्स ऑफर कर रही है जिसका नाम है डीप लर्निंग। तो उसमें बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया है कि फ्रॉम बेसिक कैसे कैसे आप प्रोग्रामिंग एआई का मॉडलिंग सीख सकते हो और कैसे ट्रेन मॉडल कर सकते हो और आप यूज कर सकते हो। दूसरा रिसोर्सेज है पढ़ाई करके कोर्स है। अगेन ये पूरा जो प्रोजेक्ट है वो आईआईटी मद्रास के फैकल्टी रन कर रहे हैं, और ये अगेन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट और अच्छे से कोर्स को एक्सप्लेन किया गया है इस पर्टिकुलर वेबसाइट पे। दूसरा लास्ट जो रिसोर्सेज मैं सजेस्ट करना चाहूँगा वो है कोर्सेरा प्लेटफॉर्म, जो कि कोर्सेज ऑफर कर रहा है। वहाँ पे इंस्ट्रक्टर का नाम है एंड्रू एनजी, जिसने कोर्स ऑफर करे 4 कोर्सेज ऑफर कर रहे हैं अंडर द लेबल डीप लर्निंग स्पेशलाइजेशन। तो उसके अंडर 4 कोर्सेज डिफरेंटली ऑफर कर रहे हैं जो कि बहुत बेसिक से पूरी चीज़ समझाते हैं। थैंक यू।
ऑलराइट, थैंक यू सो मच सर। जैसा कि आपने बताया, एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस बहुत सारे कैटेगरीज के अंडर यूज़ भी हो सकती हैं और मिसयूज भी हो सकती हैं। एंड द टिप्स यू गेव, द लास्ट कोर्सेज यू गेव इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट, अगर हम में से किसी को भी, हमारे किसी भी व्यूअर को सीखना होगा एआई को, तो वो इन जो वेबसाइट्स और कोर्सेज के बारे में सर ने इंफॉर्मेशन बताई, उनकी हेल्प ले सकते हैं एंड यू कैन स्टार्ट लर्निंग एआई। Thank you so much, sir, Jaideep sir, for being a part of this program, and thank you so much, Gaurav sir, also for being with us in this particular program. And it was a wonderful discussion we had under the topic Artificial Intelligence Usability and Threats in the Cyber World. Well, let me tell you that this particular training is being organized by CIET NCERT in collaboration with Indian Institute of Public Administration, that is IIPA, on the theme New Emerging Technologies, Threats and Opportunities. So we have more programs lined up for you, but for now we have very important information for all of you. This is about Kala Utsav. Well, as you all know that Kala Utsav is going on and it is being organized by Regional Institute of Education, Bhubaneswar, NCERT, and from 3rd of January it started and it is going to be there till 7th of January. So let's have a glimpse.
India is our land of diverse culture and glory. Let's showcase the art with the glimpses of its story.
We hear the sound of music, we dance to anklet bells. Paint a picture, make some toys rejoice.
Let's do solo acting, let's dance, let's sing and paint.
Some toys rejoice. Kala Utsav, Kala Utsav, Kala Utsav, Kala Utsav.
Children from every nook and corner will perform.
Oh, great!
We will have glimpses from each and every state.
We hear the sound of music, we dance to anklet bells. Paint a picture, make some toys rejoice. We hear the sound of music, we dance to anklet bells. Paint a picture, make some toys rejoice. Kala Utsav, Kala Utsav, Kala Utsav, Kala Utsav.
Kala Utsav, an initiative of the Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education, Government of India, announces Kala Utsav, organized by NCERT from 3rd to 7th January 2023 at Regional Institute of Education, Bhubaneswar. Kala Utsav.
Kala Utsav.
A very special program, Sayog, is going to be there in our next few minutes, and the topic of discussion would be media violence and its effect on mental health. So stay here, keep your questions ready and keep on watching eVidya channels. Thank you so much. Namaskar.